is de behoefte aan het niet.
Proposé.
Go bald and then grow his hair long.
All right, everybody. So everybody else is talking while we're trying to go on live. So welcome to Florida Metal Radio, last episode of 2020, the shit year. So tonight we've got the band Sike on with us. What's happening, guys?
Yo.
What's going on, man? Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I'm not in Psych, though.
No?
No.
Oh, yeah. And then we also got
That's
Chris,
the
too.
one guy from Bandcamp.
One time in band camp.
And we've got our friend that we had on last week, Mr. Tanner Crank there. So
he's the guy who drinks out of weird
part
objects.
Part two.
Yeah, part two.
Part two.
So what's going on, guys? Thanks for being on the show. You guys want to go ahead and give yourself a brief introduction and what you play in the band?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm Ryan. I am the vocals and guitar, and I duel that with a bass, so technically bassist, and very recently the very part-time drummer.
Nice.
And as for myself, I am the drummer / synthist / effects doer, and most recently part-time vocals and guitar player / bass player.
Nice.
Are you part-time drummer too?
What's that?
Are you a part-time drummer?
Full-time drummer.
Okay.
All right. Well, give a brief description of Ryan. What are some of your background? What got you into wanting to play music?
I was around music growing up all the time. I went to a Catholic school, and say what you will about it, but they're very gospel, and everything is very music ingrained in that. So I was always around good songs. And then, leaving that, I got into my dad's record collection. So a bunch of Guns N' Roses, all the important classic, Boston, the greats, AC/DC, pretty much every classic rock kids level 1 playlist. And then throughout that, nice. I just was I want to be a guitarist. I saw the Welcome to the Jungle music video, and I was I kind of want to do that. And then as a singer, going on through bands and bands and bands where every singer was really bad, and I was man, I could just do this. So I looked up to people who I thought were really great singers at the time, like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, or Brandon Boyd from Incubus is fantastic. And tried to make, and a little bit of underground hardcore singers, and make just my own thing. And that's pretty much where I've gotten everything so far. Still being influenced to this day, but up till today, that's pretty current.
Nice. All right. And Tanner, I know that we touched a little bit on that last week. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you wanted to go into, as far as background and influences and stuff, or?
Yeah, because we're on a curfew tonight, from what I understand.
Damn. Okay, as long as it ends before 10, I'm good. As soon as it hits 10, I am passed out. I guess the most interesting part of Sike to have influences is the effects section. And that's been mostly geared towards bands like Bring Me the Horizon. Their stage effects is just so like awe-inspiring, like going to those shows. The heyday of like Warped Tour, where everybody had like some kind of like techno dance beat between every single set. That was also cool. I thought that was like really neat and interesting. And those are just like some of my influences for at least like the effects side. I always thought like, rock bands are cool, but when everybody's playing something and there's just something else that's just like hauntingly in the background, I just find it just super cool.
Awesome. So, I've listened to a couple of your songs, and there's one that we're going to be playing later on during the show. But what would you guys say that? I mean, would you say that you fit in any particular genre, or I mean, do you guys try to stay away from being like kind of shoehorned into those genre labels?
It's been actually really hard actually to define that, because I actually I'm the same way. I was listening to a couple of your songs. I'm like, I couldn't really put a finger on what side of what you're on. It seemed like you were punk, then you were rock, then you were a little metalish, and then it would go into some skies. It would just jump around and like creative. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I would like to. We definitely have a lot of influences. That's something we're definitely not new to hearing. If I were to put like a thumb on us just for a marketing purpose, I would probably put us in somewhere between the hard rock to the metal label. But we obviously, like you mentioned, we have influences coming from punk and just rock in general, and obviously a little bit of like experimental, like electronic music, which is where the effects comes in, which is what Tanner was talking about. But that's about where I would put us if I had to put us somewhere.
Yeah, it's very much Ryan and I's backgrounds are both vastly different, but there's also a middle ground. And I like to imagine that we both like to play with our opposites as well as the things that we like together. And it creates just like, I don't know if we're like genre bending or inventing something new. Like, I feel like we're just taking, what 2020 has like given us and like blended that in, with music, especially like rock music still being like relatively new, I would say. I just feel like Ryan and I are blending those amalgamations of what music has been and what it's been to date.
All right, so you're using big words with amalgamations here. I don't know if I should be offended or.
Yeah, for someone of your age, Tanner, that's a very impressive word. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
No,
We got 50 minutes left till
I
I
was gonna
sleep.
now watching your videos, like the last couple I've seen, it was just the two of you guys. Now, at any time in between now and the future, are you possibly going to expand that to maybe having other members filling that gap, or are you guys going to keep it the way you guys have it the way it is now?
I'm never going to say never in terms of adding new members, but I would say I'm very comfortable with where Tanner and I are at now. We've been playing together for going on 6 years, and there's just a chemistry. We've been in bands with other people, and they've all failed like miserably, diplomatically, creatively. It's not been something that we've always had a great time, but there's also something about having two opinions. It's real easy to be I feel like it lends itself to compromising because you can't win a 50-50 disagreement. So
Right.
the creative process has been really easy for us, and I would say I like that, and I would want to keep that. Watch
can
Tanner be
agree.
like, I want new members.
Ryan's
I would
out.
like a new server.
Yeah, going off of what Ryan said, yeah, we've been playing 6 years together in and out of bands, and I'm comfortable with it just being the two of us. We have had offers of other people being like, hey, can we join in on bass? And Ryan and I have just been like, we kind of want to do our thing first and get our stepping stones. And after 6 years of being in and out of bands, we were just like, screw it, just you and I, let's do it, let's do what we want to do and just commit to it without anybody else just flaking out or having to wait on someone. It's just the two of us doing what we want to.
So, with that being said, you guys having the opportunity to play live shows and stuff, are you going to be relying on like a backing band or backing tracks, or I mean, how exactly will you pull off a live show?
So with the live show, we just got together today and worked. We have something called a Roland pad, which has got some backing tracks, like some of the choir parts, but generally the band sound, which is guitar, bass, vocals, drums, that's all organic.
Okay.
I run a splitter out of my guitar channel, which octaves everything I play down in one line down to the bass octave. And so there's a bass amp on stage, and then everything else is put through a guitar amp, which has distortion, but it sounds like there's like 4 people playing.
Really? Okay. That's impressive.
I think I've seen this guy on like on one of those little street corners with a little drum, and he's gonna do that harmonica, strapped to his head.
That was me.
That's good.
You call me out like that. That's true.
Yeah.
That was me.
He'll be riding a unicycle, playing bagpipes.
I'll get the kilt for that, and I'll wear no shirt, and I'll have mayonnaise on my nipples.
I can see it now. Just beautiful.
You thought Sike was cool.
All right, so that's it for the interview.
That's good.
But wait, there's more.
So, you guys have played, some local shows. I see that you've played like the Iron Oak and stuff like that. Now, for with the pandemic and everything, obviously it's limited a lot of people from actually playing live shows. What are you guys' plans for 2021? Are you going to try to push for more shows, or are you going to be relying on just creating more material for this year?
Do you want to speak on it, or
if you want to go? I've been answering a lot of them first.
Okay.
Tanner's getting tired. Close to some time.
45 minutes. Okay. So I know at the end of 2021, we have something big that we can't speak about, kind of under wraps, but hopefully with fingers crossed that the pandemic ends by late 2021 to 2022. We have something under wraps that super excited about. Can't speak anything. It's all DL. It's very ifs and maybes. So there's like nothing for certain. But in the upcoming year, I think we're gonna try and dip our toes as much as it is comfortable with. I really believe that people want to see live shows. And in my opinion, I feel like we can only gauge depending on how the world is like dealing with it. So if we're not out playing shows, Ryan and I are always writing new materials. Like we have a whole like brand new set list we're busting out. And we're, as Ryan said previously, like we're starting to use this like sampling pad. Like I used to do like a bunch of keys live, but now we moved it all to a pad. That's really expanded for our writing and creating new material. Ryan?
In addition to everything Tanner just said, content is very important. I feel like to keep people engaged because we're not getting as many shows. And that was our main way of keeping people engaged, was we played pretty frequently. So as more time goes on, also with how I know the vaccine is just about to get rolled out. So with how that goes, that could totally change the answer to everything. And if it all goes well, and if it's effective, and we're starting to see an end to this thing, and hopefully the semi-near future, more shows. We'd love to expand up the coast. We've played a lot here, a lot in the county, and a little bit out, but we want to start playing way out.
But obviously, fuck out.
Yeah, we want to get out of our hometown. But obviously, that's been halted.
Right on. So, with that being said, I mean, how many shows outside of your hometown have you played?
Oh man, that's
enough,
for you, Ryan.
I'd say enough we can count on 2 hands, but not on one. Okay. We played an Orlando gig, and we used to go down to the Port St. Lucie, Vero, Fort Pierce area. We've played, I'd say, a good handful of shows down there, and have a few people that are cool with us down there. Okay. And we'd like to go further down south the coast and like West Palm, Miami, and then up. And we'd love to be playing the whole state by the end of next year, vaccine permitting.
Right.
I'm sure Evan over at the Verona would be more than happy to have you guys over there.
Who is he?
Yeah.
Evan. He runs the Verona over in Newport Richey.
Oh yeah, I have heard of the Verona. Oh, we'd love to play. We'll play anywhere.
He'll have cookies for Tanner before night.
Yes, fuck yeah.
Perfect. That was on our conditions list, so I'm glad that he has that.
It was written in very big bold.
Make sure it's there.
Well, we're gonna make sure that he has warm milk with those cookies and put it in an ashtray.
Yes.
And I'll love every second of it.
Well, he'll be drinking the milk out of a green bean can.
The greatest green bean can.
There you go. All right. So, how did you guys come up with the band name Sike?
Oh, this is a fun story. So, Ryan called me up one day. I was laying in bed, and he was like, "God damn it, Tanner! We have a show coming up. We still don't have a band name." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right." So we were sitting there, and he's like, "I got it. I thought about this. It's really good." He said, "What if we call ourselves
We Are the Band, How Are You Doing?"
Yes, We Are the Band, How Are We Doing?
So we go out on stage and say, "We are the band, how are you doing? How are you doing?" And I was like, "Isn't that great?"
And how the 15-minute conversation went was, "Yeah, that's a really great name too. I don't think that's a good name. I think that's going to get old quick." So I was like, how about, I don't know, off the top of my head, I was like, why not Sike? Like, it's quick, to the point. We have an exclamation mark that Facebook doesn't allow us to put in there. And it's just like in your face, like one of our good friends, Steve Keller, who has done a lot for us. Cool guy. He's even said, like, whenever we talk about bands, the first one we talk about is Sike because it's so easy to remember. And that's like the greatest compliment that we've gotten towards the name thus far.
Hey, Ryan, by the way, if you need a permanent drummer, Steve Keller's usually available.
Really? That's good, because if we ever have a gig after 7 p.m., I know Tanner can't make it, so I'll be like, "Hey, Steve,
I'll make a call. He's in."
I'll be like, "Ryan, hold on, it's 9:59. We have to go."
He's like a pumpkin after 10. He's just done.
No, Steve is a solid drummer, though. We played some shows with Best Supporting Act. He is a good drummer and a good dude. We love Steve.
He actually played one of the shows, Mayfest, the 5th annual Mayfest. He was one of the opening bands, I believe.
That's awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, he's a wonderful dude.
Yeah, he's a really good dude. He actually was a sponsor a few times. Awesome guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was I actually have a graphic design business that I run on the side, and I was actually a sponsor for some of his shows as well. So. Yeah, I've had dealings with Steve quite a bit in the past. So
he's a drummer and a singer at the time, I guess. He was doing
yeah.
Yep.
Very interesting. And he's short.
Nice.
Pistol.
Yep.
Little man, big talent.
Oh yeah.
Emphasis on the talent.
I think the last time I met him, he had a mohawk. Or tried to.
Ah,
Damn.
I
Save
am
some
trying
pussy
to
for
get
the rest of
mohawk,
us,
so I
Steve.
I can't fault him. The mullet is just a tamed mohawk. It's just if some hairspray and this becomes a mohawk.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of got the same thing going on. I just have my headphones.
Gluing it down.
Yeah.
Taming you.
How could you? It's all like pretty long too. It's like like a lion's mane.
Beautiful.
Roar. All right.
That explains it. That explains it.
So, Out of Darkness is on here with us, so just want to give a shout out to those guys. Yeah, pretty great people. The drummer was with a band called Iced Earth, which was a heavy metal band that toured all over Europe and stuff like that. So,
rad.
they're on here with us tonight. You know, just saying, what's up, guys?
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, whenever I first heard about your band, Sike, it was funny because shortly after I had talked to one of you about booking this particular show, I had talked to Matt about booking Ectogasm, and it was funny that I booked you guys week right after another and not even knew that Tanner was going to be back to back.
Can you imagine Tanner picking up the phone both times or his mom picking it up? Who do you want to talk to? Like, wait,
Mom,
is this the right phone
please.
number? Mom, please, give me the phone.
It's my big break.
I told you guys to stop calling me.
Oh man.
Fishbowl.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was a riot because I mean I went through probably a good couple weeks setting up the current. Well, if you guys can see right over here, this is all of the bands that we've got coming up soon. But yeah, I mean, it was funny because I didn't even notice until last week that Tanner was in both bands. So. And now it's like I'm like, oh, shit, there's jokes from last week that we can carry over to this week.
Makes people go watch the other one, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, you got to watch part 1 before you understand part 2.
They're like, what was all the jokes about his age? We don't get it. And it's like, well, go watch the first interview. Then you'll get it.
Tanner Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, that's perfect.
My gosh, man. Yes, as a matter of fact, Out of Darkness asked, do these guys have a Facebook page? If you look down here at the bottom left-hand corner, it says facebook.com, Sike the Band.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing to find on Facebook. And mobile won't let you tag us for, like, the stupidest reason. It's so weird.
Yeah, Facebook does not like when you put an exclamation mark in your name. You get Zuckerberg real quick.
So yeah, I mean, I've got pretty much you guys' information up there. If anybody has any questions on how to contact you guys, it'll also be on the Florida Metal Radio page. Well, actually, not just the Facebook page, but our actual website, floridametalradio.com. I'm going to put you guys' information up there as well.
Dope.
Yeah.
Sick.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and here in the next couple weeks, Florida Metal Radio is going to get a little bit of a facelift, so to say.
I'm not leaving, so don't worry. I'm not
Oh, thank God. That's what I was
Thank God.
All right,
Actually, I'm turning everything over to Chris. I'm leaving.
just like
So-
have the hydraulic chair. Just I'm out.
Well,
So, yeah, I mean, for the guys, out of darkness that are listening, by all means, listen to these, listen to Sike. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to want to reach out, put them on some of your shows. We had a couple instances where we were at Out of Darkness shows and we met some really great talent that were opening for these guys. So I would definitely suggest you guys jumping on board with them as well, because I mean, great dudes, really great, really knowledgeable of the music industry and how everything is run. Rich Brown is their manager.
cool dude. Very cool.
Yeah, really
Word.
cool dude.
And by the way, Tanner, you think your hair is interesting?
Uh,
Wait until you see the beard.
oh shit! I wish I had one of those.
Beard.
Me too.
Maybe when I'm 10 years older.
It's like
I'll
a
get
braided.
one.
I think it's just braided. Is he still have it braided?
Yeah.
Braided, braided
yeah.
blue.
Yeah, Eric Barrios, the lead singer of Out of Darkness. He's got probably a good 3 to 4 foot beard.
It's straight
Lord.
down, like yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. That's amazing.
You
Yeah.
guys should, like hang out.
And it's braided, so it's like really super cool.
I love it. That sounds awesome.
What a guy.
I'm always down for something that's fucking wacky and a good time.
That's what this band is.
It is, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly just this band.
Just fucking goofy as shit.
So you said that you've been playing together for 6 years. How did you guys meet?
We met in our first band. That's actually how we met.
After
I
like
knew-
a month of not seeing each other in the first band.
Yeah, we were actually in a band before we met each other. We had a mutual friend who was the singer of the band, who their guitarist that was before me, who was also named Ryan, just was not working out. And they knew me through a friend of a friend, got me in. I practiced with them. I practiced with every member of the band before I even saw Tanner. Tanner Crank was this mythical creature who no one's ever seen, but there's so many stories about him. He's like a
I was just
unicorn,
asleep the entire time.
yeah.
He was
He was
learning
learning his ABCs.
No,
And
he
then
was
once
he was
got into the
grounded.
band,
Yeah, I was
he
grounded.
was grounded.
It was bad time.
And I one day he needed a ride to practice, so I went to pick him up, and we rode over to practice and talked the entire way. Like we'd known each other for years.
Yeah,
And
it was awesome.
ever since then, it's a tale as old as time.
Nice. So this other band that you were in that had a member named Ryan that just wasn't working out, was he also a guitarist or?
Yeah.
He was a guitarist in
Okay.
in a very stretching sense of the word guitarist. He was also
Yeah.
a guitarist.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was our Ryan from Filth Tree.
Oh no,
I
this
can
was
guarantee
like
it's not.
it
Ryan,
was
Ryan
not.
really doesn't play anymore, by the way. I've already
Yeah.
seen him 100 times now. He still comes
No.
to see me at work.
He played one riff of Reptilia very badly, and he was out.
Oh,
Played guitar, but he
damn.
never sang.
What's that?
Huh?
Ryan he played guitar but never sang.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He was like that
Mm.
bass player that sat in the back, and just kind of played his thing.
Yeah.
Just hanging.
Yeah, just hanging back.
our wacky bass player. That was the time.
Bass players.
Bass players,
Ba-
right?
A band is just better without one. That's my
Oh.
that's our
needs-
statement.
Who needs a bass player when you have a Pog?
Actually, if you guys need a bass player, I'm sure Dave Pastorius might be available.
Oh my gosh.
He's always like somebody.
Oh man, if
Dude,
I
he's
would,
too good.
yeah.
He's too
If
good.
He's way too good.
I would-
He would laugh at us, man. No,
I mean,
he wouldn't.
I
But
know a
like,
guy who knows a guy. I mean, I could probably make a phone call because I know people.
a connected man over here.
Ooh,
Connected man.
I know that guy that
Spicy.
knows that dude that knows that chick that works at 7-Eleven. down
I
the
know
street.
exactly who you're talking about.
Same.
Yeah, the
I would
guys
Steve
from
Keller too.
and the guys from Out of Darkness says they're always looking for young bands to play shows. So hopefully, they'll get you guys information and maybe reach out sometime in the future.
That'd be
What?
sweet.
Let's connect. We're down. Hit us
Mhm.
up on our page or our private accounts. Either
Oh,
or.
yeah.
Let's get connected.
Yep. And if guys from Out of Darkness, if you guys can't find them, reach out to me. I'll make sure that everybody's contacted and all that kind of good stuff. So.
Oh, thank you, man.
Oh,
Make
absolutely.
sure
Man.
Ryan's on there, but I don't know about Tanner.
It never
All right.
ends.
It never.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and play "Knives in Your Back." Knives in Your Back.
Are these or knives in my back? It's a stupid long
yes.
title. We
It's
just
yeah.
called knives.
It's a
So-
pretty awesome song, though.
Go
Thank
ahead
you.
and give me a little rundown of what was the inspiration of this song.
Ooh, spicy.
It is spicy. So I had a group of friends that I'd known for many, many years, and a relationship that had kind of run its course. And after the fact, I was like trying to be friends with this person. And long story short, these friends of mine I had had for years and years and years went behind my back and said a bunch of things that weren't true about me, and basically ruined the relationship for really no reason whatsoever. And that song was written after that period. Just a really probably everybody in this chat can relate to having like somebody really do some not cool stuff, like when they weren't looking. And it was just written very quickly, but everything is really raw. And it's a great cathartic song for me to sing. I feel really good when I do it.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely one of whenever I heard it, I was like, wow, and it wasn't like one of the first songs that I heard you guys play, and one of the first songs I heard you guys play was I believe in one of y'all's garages, and you guys were just kind of like goofing off.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was just jam.
Ooh.
It was like a jam session.
So I was like, all right, I need to listen to more. So then I
Yeah.
heard, are these knives in your back? So I was like, all right, I like that. And
The video that's actually that plays in that, it's like it's almost like a Frozen video. It shakes a lot, but who's the person? It looks like they're in a space helmet, kind of seeing whatever that is in that video. It's like it just
Ryan's the big face, and
Yeah, 'cause it
I'm
looks like
playing the
eyes roll
drums on
back
top.
in that or whatever. It's
And then like
it's
the knife in the tongue.
yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
different.
that's me.
Yeah, that's Ryan.
I want to make sure because there's people who use different other people in videos all the time. I want to make sure that was
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that was Ryan in his different haircut days when he parted that.
Before the mullet.
middle. Yeah, it
Before
was
the
very, very,
Pre-mullet.
pre-mullet days.
I can time it exactly. It was to September 2019. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I was doing my other podcast for 321 Screw. So,
Nice.
yeah.
How far?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play you guys a song. Are these your knives in my back? And then we'll come back and we'll discuss a little bit more about what you guys got coming up and what we can expect from y'all.
Dope.
Milk
Sick.
and cookies.
Milk and cookies. Yeah.
Thank
Oh, so probably a lot of people there for that.
All right, so that was Sike. Are these your knives in my back? I'm a fan, guys. So
thank
I
you.
mean,
Thanks.
you know, I guess anything that Tanner touches, I'm a fan of now. So
Check out my side electronic project then. Shameless plug.
So, but yeah, so that was, there was the backstory behind that one. Now, you guys have other material that you've written. So, where can people go to hear this material?
It's everywhere that you listen to music. It's on all the streaming services. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You can reach our songs through our Instagram profile, Facebook. I'm pretty sure has a link to our Spotify. If it doesn't, I'll put it on there.
Gotcha.
But everywhere music exists, we exist.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's only 2 tracks right now. But in the future, we definitely want to release more, and we'll see how 2021 plans that out.
We're recording
Gotcha.
right now too. We got some things cooking.
Okay. Now I was talking to Tanner a little bit ago about a song that you guys put out, but then you guys kind of retracted. It was on October 31st, the basement, I think it was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of got Tanner's take on it, that it was just something that you guys felt fit the grand scheme of things with the band.
Yeah. We put Basement out because we wrote it. Well, I shouldn't say we. Tanner wrote it. It was, I have no credit. Tanner wrote that song, and it was really great. I was like, this song's awesome. Let's do the switch off thing. Me on drums, and it was really great. I still love the song, but I kept hearing from like, oh yeah, this is like really new. Like it doesn't really sound like you guys. And I was like, oh, cool. Artistic evolution is cool. But then I was like, oh man, it actually sounds like a different band.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to go for, we do have like a very eclectic sound, but we do stay in the lane of like kind of harsher music. And that was more just along the lines of like a pop punk song, which that almost warrants a different band or project for it to exist in. But we've talked about how we love the song. Like it's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
We love it a lot, and it will never see the light of day. Insight.
Yeah, in Sike.
Who knows? Maybe this will warrant another project. Who knows? I'm not saying anything. Just to say.
So, you said that you have other material coming out. When can one expect some of your new material to drop?
We have 1 track recorded up to all of the instruments, so I just need to throw vocals over it. And we are actually recording footage for the music video to accompany that at our upcoming shows. That process will likely take anywhere between 3 to 4 months. So I would say late March, early April, at the very latest, early summer. But soon. We're going to have some music out very soon.
Nice. Now, I know that and I've touched bases with a lot of different bands that we've had on the show and stuff. So, whenever you're writing material, are you going to write to put together like an EP, or are you going to do individual songs, and then meticulously, put them together, so to say?
Definitely the latter. Ryan and I very much, our writing style has changed over the years. It used to be very much just jam until something forms, and a lot of the songs that we've come out with have been from that, but we're not entirely ruling it out, but being less jammy and being more meticulous with how we're writing stuff. But we are still going off the basis of writing a couple of songs, and then putting it together for an EP. Not having an EP in mind, just doing what we want, and then maybe thinking of something else to be like, oh, this would be cool to throw in. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I'd agree completely with that. We definitely are. We've only put out singles so far, but I definitely think the finish line in short-term goals is EP. And we don't put our songs together thinking, oh, this would fit well as the opener or the last song on the EP, but more like a collection of really, really good, well-written songs that all sound concise enough that they would fit on a 4-song project.
Hard agree.
What would you call the 4-song project? I have an idea.
The best EP of all time. And then it's like, Sike.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Milk and cookies.
He's on milk and fucking cookies.
You just got those just to make that. You were like, where can I put this?
I am so happy you did that.
I applaud the dedication of the bit.
I love it.
Masterful. I didn't know it was coming till the last second. That's
in my old days of having dementia. This will be the one thing I will remember.
You know how many? There's so many parts of that. I could have said that's what she said, but I'm not going
to. I will. I agree with Tanner. I will forget my son's name before I forget the milk and cookies bit. I will just be drooling and staring at paint, being like, "That was really funny."
Well, these are chocolate chip, but they got the brownie in the middle.
Ooh, delicious. Man. That is so tasty. I love those cookies. Yeah. You ever fought a child before?
Y'all go ahead and talk about milk and cookies. I'll be over here now.
You're like, I'm just trying to do a goddamn interview out here.
I think
I'm just trying to see what we're having Sunday, man. Milk and cookies.
Hold on. Let me see something.
Or whatever.
I gotta check.
He's gotta go say he's got milk and cookies.
He's got fucking milk and cookies too. Shit. Am I the only one that does not have milk and cookies?
I can't believe how many people have this. I'm with you. I don't have milk and cookies. I do not.
No? Okay. So left side has milk and cookies, right side does not have milk and cookies.
Yeah.
I only have cookie.
It's like a mini Oreo compared to that thing.
Yeah. The thing is, Lord. In its beauty.
It's bigger than your head when you put it up there.
Holy shit.
Not the one you should be concerned about, though. 47 minutes. It's a new record.
Oh, that's it for tonight.
All right. So are you guys like actually working with a studio for some of your material, or are you guys doing all of your own mixing and recording and stuff?
We're working with our friend's operation, Creative Cult Recordings. It's a little studio he runs, but like really well put together for like the space he has, and he's put out some really solid sounding tunes. It's our buddy. His name is Logan Clough. He also works at some media company in Orlando that I can't remember off the top of my head, but he runs his own Creative Cult Recordings, and we've done all of our tracks with him, and he's a master. We love him. He's
a goddamn legend.
Amen.
Nice.
Preach.
Nice. All right, so I see all y'all munching and shit, so just give me 1 second, I'll be back.
He's gonna come back with like vegetarian shit, probably.
Yeah. Here's my soy cookie.
Hey guys, look, I'm part of the group too. Oh man, this would have been a perfect time to play Big Nasty as well.
Bum, bum, I'll just acapella
it. Do we have anything to shamelessly plug while we're got the chance?
Yeah, what is her name?
Oops, sorry.
What'd you
say? Shannon just got it. Do we have anything to just shamelessly plug?
I didn't hear what you said.
Nothing.
Chocolate milk.
Shit. Oh man, he's got the milk to my cookies.
What is that?
Chocolate milk.
Huh?
That's not.
Is that
fair.
You got
good?
that-
Oh, that's
you got that
chocolate.
good
Yeah,
good.
that was
Ryan, what are you doing with your life right now? I see that water behind you. That ain't.
That water's probably been sitting there for a while.
You are correct. That water has been sitting there for a while. In fact, I'm looking at 4 different water bottles just without turning my head that are old.
Those are the ones we bring to the shows, so we feel like we
Eyes,
have
my girlfriend.
a fan base.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see it's that top part with all that condensation.
Yeah.
It's not from yesterday. I can tell you that.
Oh shit. All right. So we've already got possible tour information down. We've already got possible upcoming shows coming up. We've also got possible EPs, music coming out. Tell us about the some of the artwork that you guys have on like Basement. I saw the artwork for that one.
The lovely artwork on these T-shirts.
There you go.
Shamelessly plugging.
And where could somebody
$10.
buy one of those shirts?
Yeah, $10. You can hit Ryan up. He has the rest of them. I totally forgot that I still have this one.
Yes,
I'll trade you milk and cookies for one.
Shit.
Deal.
That's
Yeah,
a deal.
easy deal.
That's a hard deal.
Don't even have to think about it.
Them shits better be fresh though. I'll only take the freshest.
Yeah, no stale. If I bite into a brittle ass cookie, I'm lighting all your shirts on fire.
Soft cookies only. Hard cookies are for the chumps.
Yes.
I need to protect my
Chumps.
teeth. But we've hit up a lot of different artists. Or has it been mostly the one?
For our singles artwork, it's been our buddy Dakota Watson.
Mhm.
He is just a freelance graphic designer. He was working at several Harley Davidsons as their like official graphic designer. He's legit.
Yeah.
And he's designed the Basement artwork. That's a painting, and he just took a digital screenshot of it. But knives he did on like a program on his computer.
And we can't forget about the beautiful artwork that is Big Nasty.
Nice.
My roommate just took that picture. There's like 50 photos that will never see the light of day of that photo shoot. That was just us in the Florida summer, just letting it all hang out.
And if anybody ever wants to see that, definitely go to their Facebook page.
That is NSFW, my friend.
Yeah. Do not view it while you're working as a teacher.
Yeah, wait for lunch.
You will get fired.
Yeah.
You have a
Sike
better
is not
chance.
legally responsible for you getting fired from school. We're just not there. I put it out.
I'd say probably easier for me to get a Nerf gun from Santa Claus than it is to see those pictures.
Yeah, it would be. Good luck with both.
But it is a good bribe, I will tell you that.
You do drive a hard bargain.
All right, guys. So, is there anything else that you guys, have up your sleeves that you want to, let everybody know that, what Sike has coming next?
No, we keep our cards close to our chests. No.
God
We have just shows coming up for the very immediate future. We'll be playing at Iron Oak in downtown Melbourne this Saturday night with a banging lineup. We will be at the same venue next month and at the Crying Monk in Cocoa, which we've never been to before, actually, to February 26th. And that's the only thing I can think of. Tanner, did I miss something?
Other than the wonderful merch that we have for sale, as
$10.
$10. We just we have I think we have a lot planned for 2021. Shows or not, I think we're definitely finding our sound and comfortably and yet uncomfortably progressing as we're getting older. We definitely got some more bangers coming out.
Nice.
And a lot more heavy shit that we are really really proud of that you probably wouldn't expect from a 2-piece.
Nice.
You can actually expect Tanner to arrive in his own vehicle with his own driver's license while taking.
Well, actually, I am the band van. I love my car, and surprisingly has done us well. Even if sometimes the heat doesn't work and we have to wipe the windshield with our hands.
It's the heart of the car that really sells it for us, not the function.
Not the function.
You're not a fucking rock and roll band unless you have a shitty car that everybody piles you're into to get you guys to a gig that pays shit.
Yeah,
exactly. No, you're not,
man.
I can tell
Anybody
you
that isn't a rock band. There, I said it.
Exactly.
how many bands that Brad and I've known that have just shown up in a busted ass van with missing windows and shit.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Nothing's
nothing's
windows, something happening,
There's nothing like driving an hour and 15 minutes out just to be told here's $6.
Exactly.
It doesn't even cover tolls.
Yeah.
No.
No.
All right, guys. Well, that's been great talking to you guys. Thank you once again for being on the show with us. You guys have been awesome.
Thank you. And thank you for having us, Brad and Chris.
So much.
Thank you
guys.
for the milk and cookies.
Tanner, you got like 5 minutes to take a bath before you.
I know. It's like, hey, it's your guys' time now.
Gotta get your diss here now.
Gotta go, guys. I had to go. I had to go and tell them. I was like, "Hey, guys, I'm doing an interview. Don't walk in. I'll look really bad." And they're like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, because last week somebody walked in and we're like, "So who's that?"
All right, guys. Once again, thanks for being on the show. We'll definitely make sure that all of your information is loaded onto the FloridaMetalRadio.com website. We'll definitely push you guys as much as possible.
Thank you.
This particular interview, we're also going to basically distribute to all of the local metal scenes across the state of Florida, so everybody's going to get a chance to see and hear what you guys have to offer.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
and
we appreciate that a whole lot.
To make some milk and cookies, but now we're good.
Yes.
Yep. And this interview has been brought to you by Borden Chocolate Milk.
Delicious. The champagne of milk.
Now I've only chocolate chip brownie cookies.
All right, guys. So, as the immortal Ricky Rackman once said, keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. Keep it real, keep it metal. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I heard you screaming out bloody goddamn.